cake, so I closed my eyes and let out a little fart, but it wasn't a fart, I shit.
People think I'm mature because I'm married. Yeah, but I would argue that getting married is the childlike thing to do. I found my best friend.
I just found out the economy was fucked up. I've been broke my whole life, dog. My friends are like, everything's getting expensive.
Doors are closed, so we're all done.
All right, thank you very much.
Look like a Walmart Billy Ray Cyrus. But also, deep down inside, you know that you did look like that.
Women love Barbie. It is the female version of Black Panther. Barbie is Batman.
Faces of comedy. Come on, take these and the faces rolling. Alright, we'll keep it to this tonight. Welcome to the stage your host for the evening, Peter Jordan.
Tempe Improv, what's up? Oh, hell yeah. All pissed that ASU lost yesterday, huh? Okay. Thank you guys for being here in the New Faces of Comedy. Anyone who's here supporting someone? That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing, you guys. You're gonna see a lot of first timers. Some people doing their first time. Sometimes doing first and last time doing stand up. So let's have a good time. Drink some drinks, and you know, if you don't like something, you don't gotta shout out. This isn't your chance to voice your opinion. Just sit there and shut the fuck up, okay? Nothing hurts comics more than silence. A little bit about me. I'm your host. I'm Peter Jordan. I'm biracial. I'm a biracial man. All right. I'm Mexican and obviously white. Thank you, miss. Just because my skin color says privilege, but the last four of my social belong to someone else is all that means. I'm in a mariachi band that only plays Maroon 5, is what I'm saying. She said adios too many times before. Shit hits. My mom is the white. You know what I'm talking about? She is cottage cheese white. Her hobbies are coffee, crystals, and calling the cops. Those are my mom's hobbies. Sometimes on my dad. My dad is from Veracruz, Mexico. Ándale. Put the guns down. Put the guns down. Ándale. Chill out. It's cool growing up biracial. Like everything's mixed, right? Like dinner time, my mom would whip it up. It'd be frijoles, arroz, hamburger helper. Potato salad. Hamburger helper and beans, it's way different, okay? It's a different dish. My friends would come over confused. They're like, I thought we were having beef tacos. I'm like, yeah, beef stroganoff tacos, okay? Bow your head, bro, say thank you. It's wild. Everything's mixed growing up. Culture, language, religion. My mom is a Jehovah's Witness. That's the appropriate response. Yeah, and you're sorry, chill out. I'm sorry she believes in God. What the fuck? Alright. Yeah, she's a witness, and my dad worships cocaine and alcohol, so Both of them forgot my birthday. Every year. What I'm trying to say. I've been blessed. I've been traveling a lot for stand-up. And I went to Seattle for the first time. First time in Seattle. First time someone's ever asked me what my pronoun was. Like, what's your pronoun? I was like, I thought I was making it obvious. You saying I'm bitch made, bro? What? What's good, dude? When you travel, like, flying sucks, right? It's just Greyhound. It's a bus station that everyone goes to in their pajamas. People are on drugs. It's fucking wild. And I had ADD. So, like, I can't, like, take a bunch of Adderall and just be focused as fuck on the way to Seattle. And I can't do that. So to, like, help manage my ADD, I just go to the bathroom 16 times on a flight and just stand there. Anyone else do you just stand in the bathroom, sit on the bathroom toilet, get back up? Like, I don't even have to go. I don't need a tampon, but I'll take one anyway. I'll just like, I don't want people to think I'm taking a shit or a terrorist, you know? I'd rather you think I'm bleeding, is what I'm trying to say. I'm a married man. I have a wife at home. Thanks. Yeah, that is the appropriate response. Like, 10% of you are stoked. The rest of you guys are like, yeah, move on. We're at the stage, like, there's stages in marriage, and right now we're at that stage. It's awesome. It's where we pretend we can't hear each other. We're just behind, you know, hey, did you pay rent? Did you get groceries? So you have to say something crazy to get their attention. So from the kitchen, I'm asking her a question, she doesn't answer, and then I finally just, under my breath, go, your mom's a bitch. And then she's right behind me, like, oh shit. I have a kid, I have a 2-year-old. Anyone have kids? Right here, yeah, Baltimore Ravens. You got like 6 kids somewhere, you know? Just all eating crabs and shit. Kids are wild, dude. How many you got? Just one? Do you want another one? You can have mine. I'm just Damn, yeah, it's up to you, really, yeah. It's hard, right? It's a lot. They're expensive. I don't know, and like, listen, they say kids are a reflection of you, so I guess I'm an asshole, is what I've learned about myself. He doesn't deserve a sibling. I'm like, you ain't gonna get no sibling, bro. You fucked it up for yourself. Right? And let's be real, abandoning one kid is way easier than abandoning 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I gotta bounce, I can. Chill out. This hit home for a lot of you, okay? It's a daddy issues crowd, all right. I go on a lot of walks with my son, because I'm broke, obviously, and walks are free. You can just go around the same block over and over again. We get weird looks from the neighbors when I go on walks. And it's probably because I'm smoking a blunt, but that's none of their business. And he doesn't smoke, he's 2, okay? I don't ever want him to smoke. He just has small hands, so he can break the weed up and roll a nice blunt better than I can. I'm fucking proud of you, we call this shit. I got fired recently. That's okay. It sucks getting fired. It's even worse when you were self-employed. So you have a heart-to-heart with your boss in the mirror. You're like, oh shit. When you're self-employed, you just learn how terrible of an employee you actually are. You're like, oh yeah, I am late. I do smell like weed every day, and I did steal from the company, so they're right to let me go. I got a new job. It's real easy to get. I am a certified substitute teacher in the state of Arizona. That's right. Tell your kids about me. Well, someone's really excited. Someone's either drunk or doesn't have kids. They don't know. Both, okay, good for you. Sick brag. Well, and like, these are schools in Phoenix, so, you know. Yeah, your kids are safe. Those kids have no hope over there. They're done. They let me be a sub, dude. Look at me. No drug test. I asked at the interview, you're working with kids, you're not going to drug test me? She's like, no, you're working with kids, you need to be high. And she was rolling a blunt right at her desk. They let me be a stud, bro. I'm the same guy who thought Dijon Mustard was a football player for way too long, dude. I thought his nickname was Spicy Brown. If I'm being honest. I'm gonna get out on this. There's like an issue that I think we should address, right? It's men that are just way too old to be dating the women that they're dating, okay? We see them in Trader Joe's, we see them in Old Town, we see them in this room, okay? They're here. So there's some signs that tell whether or not your man is too old for you. One, if you go to his house and he has a pill box labeled Sunday through Saturday with Centrums and one-a-days, he's too old for you. Before I go on, bro, you cannot post up with a half a leg. Oh, you're like, this dude is missing half his leg and he's kicking it up on stage. Man, you trip me up for real. It's great. I got Captain Hook over here. That's fucking wild, dude. If you go to CVS and you check your blood pressure in that Chinese finger trap, and it's, you know, a game for you, but it's life or death for that old guy, he's too old for you, all right? Your leg fucked me up, dog. I don't know if it was diabetes or shrapnel. I don't really want to know, but it was wild. You already get this show started. We got some fire-ass comics in the room. Thank you. Thank you. This first guy, he's new to the scene. I've known him for a little bit. Very funny guy. Let's get the energy up for Gavin Blue.
Hey, give it up for Pete Jordan, everybody. All right, great to be here, guys. Happy Sunday. I just turned 42 not too long ago. Thanks. You know, when you celebrate your birthday, you have to kind of do some self-reflection. And I was thinking about all the experiences I've had, and I've done a lot of stupid things in my life. And I slept with a girl I hardly knew without a condom. It's a stupid thing to do, like knowing all the risks involved. And I look back on it and I think, of all the stupid things I've ever done, that felt the best. I'll get this out of the way. I was born in South Africa and I'm Jewish, and I don't say that to brag, because who would? I say that to break down the walls of stereotype, because not only was I born in Africa and I'm white, but I'm a Jew and broke. Yeah, well, in your 40s, I got a colonoscopy. I went for one of those. Yeah. It was a little uncomfortable at first, but at the end of the day, I drove off the lot with the car I wanted. Car shopping's a pain. Car shopping's a pain in the ass. You know what? Like, speaking of stereotypes, people will stereotype you by the kind of car you drive. You know? It doesn't even have to be about your race, your religion, your sexual preference, the kind of car you drive. Like, I judge people by the kind of car they drive. I'm not proud of it, but I've done it. Like, I won't sleep with girls who drive BMWs. They won't let me, so. Not for lack of trying, yeah. You know who gets a bad rep is all those lifted pickup truck drivers. Like, there's a nasty little stereotype that follows those guys around. It's anyone. And I think, well, that's not fair. You know, they're people too. That's just how they get around. You know, how would I like it if somebody were to judge me by the kind of car I drive? Oh, well, there goes Big Dick Gavin in his reasonably sized Hyundai. Do you guys believe in ghosts? Yeah? Me too. The dating app I'm on is full of them. I'm going to talk about something a little risque because I'm a white, single male. So I found that it's a lot harder these days to joke about things than it used to be. So, like, my intent is not to offend anybody. I just want to talk about my point of view, and I can't afford therapy. So you guys seem like a fun crowd. So I'm going to talk about the transgender movement. Okay? Relax, miss. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, I'll keep going, all right? I've only got a little bit of time left, so kindly hush up your lady friend over there, okay? So here's the thing. A lot of people are still resistant to the transgender movement. And it's weird because they're like, oh, they're taking over. And I'm like, well, now you get it. They're using the pronouns. See, I accept the transgender movement. I think it's a good thing. It's a change that time has come. It's just another evolution of social norms, and it's strange to some people at first, but you'll get used to it just like everything else. For me, they're in my dating pool now. Online dating, they're in my dating pool now. And I think that's great. But I need a minute. I just need a second to get used to it myself. Right? I'm still trying to get over filtered photographs because I know those aren't original parts either. You know? But just give me a second, right? It doesn't mean that I'm not open to transgender people. Just give me a second. Like, the way I look at it is like this. I like hamburgers. I like pure Angus beef, hot off the grill, yes please. But that doesn't mean that down the road, I'm not open to an Impossible Burger. Impossible? Is it? It's still fresh ingredients, you know, protein. I love beans, you know. If it looks good, smells good, tastes good, I'll fuck it. Yeah. Just not right now, but maybe, you know, down the line I can. Yeah, I'm not gay. I'm hungry. It's hard enough to deal with those who identify as natural women as it is. You know, people online dating, it's really tough these days. And I think it's because there's so many dating sites. People can't commit to a single online dating app, let alone a relationship. That's what I've noticed. Dating apps were a good idea at the very beginning, and then single people ruined it. You know, so now all you get is just the same cookie-cutter profiles with the same cliche stuff on there. Nobody's genuine anymore. Nobody's original. Everybody wants their partner in crime. Everybody does meal prep and brunch on Sundays. Everybody does yoga poses on paddle boards. And what is this infatuation with hiking? That's a trap. You know, I could go hiking, sure, like during the months of October. But anytime I've gone on a date hiking, it has never ended in sex. So now I don't really... I'll tell you a real story here. There was a girl that I was about to go out with, first time meeting, on a date, and she's like, let's do something a little bit more inventive than coffee or drinks. So I see that on her profile, she likes hiking. So I'm like, well, why don't we go for a hike? And she says to me, well, how do I know that you're not going to tie me up and throw me in the back of your car and then kill me and then leave me there? Me! First of all, you don't. Okay, that's the gamble. That's why we got to get to know each other. Second of all, the arrogance. I don't think I'm the first person that she said that to. Look, I'm not crazy. I'm not going to kill you. I've never killed anybody before. I'm not going to start with you. You know, if I'm going to kill somebody, it's going to be someone I know. That's statistics. So now I just use online dating to work on my jokes. So there's an online dating site called Hinge. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with it. They've got these conversation starters called prompts. And I like to just respond to these prompts with little funny things. One girl says, I love anything that has to do with water. So I'm like, except drowning, right? Another girl says, dogs, not cats. Pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. Not interested in your pronouns. Don't waste my time. Match my energy. I'm like, you know, there once was a guy named Adolf who was also quite particular. And finally, one girl says, we're the same kind of weird if you like serial killers and true crime documentaries. I'm like, want to go for a hike? You guys have been a lot of fun. My name's Gavin Bloom. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Give it up for Gavin Bloom, you guys. Give it up for Gavin Bloom. It's funny, a lesbian with trans jokes. That's awesome. All right, this next comic coming to the stage. Very funny dude. Don't know him, but he has great energy. Let's get the energy up for Zach Sosa.
How the fuck are we doing tonight, Tempe? Very excited to be standing up here tonight with you guys. Emailed the Tempe Improv around 3 weeks back saying I'm an aspiring comedian, really trying to make it. This is my first fucking time, so let's see how this shit goes, right? Add a lot of the resume real quick. Warning for you guys, I hope you guys have a lot of boozing in you tonight right now, because it's about to get really out of pocket and really fucking racist, so if that offends you, then doors that way, but someone's got to do it. Too many sensitive people around. Look at my skin color right now. I think we all know who I'm going to target first. No, I'm just kidding. Let's start with the Asian people, the shitty drivers for a second. Yeah! I actively participate in drunk driving, and holy shit, do you guys make it so much more difficult to pull off. You never just have a good night with the boys, boozing, try to drive home, no, fender bender. You guys fuck me over every single fucking time. Hey, you guys make some damn good food though, I'll give it to you that. I'll give you that. Honestly, one thing I will never forgive you Asians for is the fucking global pandemic you put us through 2 years back. Sorry. Don't want to bring that up, but it has to come up, right? I personally have never been the same since. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate, but what a fucking time to be alive that was. I can't tell you one productive thing I did during the pandemic. Let me name a few. Eat a shit ton of food, probably gained a good 20 to 25 pounds, smoked an absurd amount of weed, and beat the fuck out of my dick till it turned purple and I couldn't fucking feel it. My Pornhub search history was at an all-time fucking weird, let me tell you. Holy shit. We got midget porn. Do you expect anything else? We got orgies, feed porn, the weirdest of them all, black on black porn. What the fuck, fellas? What was I thinking? In all seriousness though, I love the black community. I love black people, believe it or not. My sister is actually dating a black guy. He goes by the name Demarion. Love him to death. No, that's not a fake name. Swear to God, his name's Demarion. Love him to death. Treats her, with the utmost respect. And yes, as I'm sure many of you are wondering, my sister is fat as shit. Why do the brothers love the fat white women? I cannot tell you, but the stereotype lives on, and that's just how it is. But I would have it no other way, and I'm glad somebody loves my fat ass sister, because she is a bitch, let me tell you. Holy shit. The older I get, the more and more I wish I had Down syndrome. Crazy statement, I know, right? But holy shit, have you ever seen one of them upset? Smiling from ear to ear, 24/7, playing on their fucking iPad, no care in the world. They could be 30 to 40 fucking years old at Disneyland running around in a costume looking retarded as shit, but nobody's gonna say anything because they are retarded as shit, right? So I don't think twice about it, but who am I to judge, right? I mean, not only that, have you guys, in my mind, the biggest thing on a Down syndrome person's mind is their next meal. Because have you ever seen a Down syndrome person in shape? I have never once seen them. They're always fat as shit, just to add on their retardedness. I'm sorry, that's harsh. It is true. It is true. True story, true story. I was at home the other day, fading as shit, with some of my boys, ordered a large pizza from Domino's. And a person with Down syndrome is my delivery driver. Nothing against that, don't look at me like that. Come up to the door, my immediate reaction is, oh my god, he's so sweet. Why did I think that? Like, he just has Down syndrome. Like, I should not think anything differently. Anyways, he pulls up, tells me my total. I'm like, hi, how are you doing? What's my total? He's like, 25.45. What the fuck did you just say? He said, 25.45. I said, let me see the receipt, please. I cannot understand you, I apologize. Look at my receipt, he gives it to me. Okay, pepperoni pizza, thank you. I tipped him extra, have a great day. Took it, go inside, open up the pizza. This kid, I shit you not, ate more than half of my fucking pepperoni on my entire fucking pizza on his way over to deliver it. I storm outside, his ass is already driving 45 miles an hour down the fucking road. Who gave him his ID? Not the DMV, surely, so I'm not sure. But holy shit, man. I see you fucking laughing a lot. What the fuck's so funny over there? You recording me or some shit? What's funny? What's your name? Brandon? What do you do for a living, Brandon? You're in school, what do you study? What are you trying to do with that? You're 18 years old. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, Brandon. What's your dating situation looking like right now, Brandon?
I got a girl almost 2 years.
Okay. Okay, how's that going? Great? Okay. Okay. What's your craziest sexual experience with your girlfriend? Because I'm curious, looking at you right now, I don't believe you have a girlfriend for 1 fucking second, so I'm sure everyone here would love to fucking know your story.
I mean, I lost my virginity at a yogurtini in a fucking
A yogurtini? What the fuck is that? Like a frozen yogurt place? How did that unfold? Why was the yogurtini parking lot your preferred place of choice?
We were in high school after a football game when I was in freshman. Just like went to my trust and didn't go home.
And you said, let's go park in the yogurtini fucking parking lot?
We all went to yogurtini together.
Okay, holy shit. Wow, okay. To be honest, I got not much else for you guys, so I appreciate the time. Thank you so much.
Zach Sosa, you guys, keep it going for Zach Sosa. He loves the black community. Keep it going for him. What a thing to say. He's like, why are you guys laughing over there? I'm doing jokes. Why are you guys laughing? All right, dude. Next guy coming on the stage, very funny dude. I've known him for a few years. You're gonna love him. Let's give it up for Jason Blair.
How's everybody doing tonight? I like that. Yeah, that's what I like. I love the hair. My first time using a bidet was the other day. I got a 1-year-old son. I told him, I said, damn, this how I feel? I felt like I got a diaper change. No homo. Pause. Everybody else. I've been faithful for the last 2-3 years, so that's why I can say this joke. And I've been faithful to a white woman. So the other day I told her, I said, damn, baby, I ain't had no black pussy since June 2022. You can say shit like that, baby. I'm an old, young-looking motherfucker. I'm 39. So my baby mama, she asked me the other day, she said, what you want for your birthday? I said, I want some pussy with some hair on. I came up watching 70s porn.
Yeah, thanks a lot, bro.
Anybody in here ever been held in contempt of court?
Just you want one more ketchup or you can?
Only me?
Whoa, I didn't see that, but yeah, I'm good.
I went to court with my homeboy, trying to be a supportive friend, right?
So the judge asked him, he said, what do you do for a living? He told the judge, I'm a rapper. I started laughing. The judge said, one more outburst, I'm gonna hold you in contempt of court. So they go on with the proceedings. He said, the judge told him, he said, I sentenced you to 42 months in federal penitentiary. I started laughing again. The judge said, I hold you into contempt of court. We both go to jail. I'm in the cell with this motherfucker adding up his time. He said, how long you got to be in there? I said, I leave Monday. You got 8 years. I'm going to sing you some bail, my boy. Anybody ever had a warrant? I was selling crack. I didn't know. I didn't know all you needed was a good job and credit. And you can live how a crack dealer lives. I got rims on my account and everything now. A good job. I have a friend, right? And I don't know if he was offended by my comedy or I pissed him off. He told me I was the Tiffany Haddish of comedy. I didn't know if he was trying to call me a bitch or if he was trying to tell me I was funny. So I said, okay, his name is Anthony Jack and he's here tonight. His Facebook name is Jordan Belfort. Wolf of Wall Street. So because he do fraud. So we're gonna address this tonight. I want to let East Chicago Police Department know that y'all should pick him up because he disrespected my comedy. It's only fair. It's only fair. You ever fell out with a friend and then tried to patch the shit up? But then you find out he got more than one problem with you? I go to him, I say, man, I apologize about, the little altercation we had. He said, no, man, then you tried to fuck Melissa? I said, that ain't even your baby mama. He said, then you was hanging with Derek Jones? I said, nigga, ain't you fucking my baby mama? He said, well, no, we just be flirting. And then you lying. I ate her ass. My baby mama fine. You lying. Y'all do more than flirting. Y'all do a lot more than flirting. You ever prayed with your side bitch? She was going through some things and I loved it, She used to do all type of crazy romantic things, like kick dents in my car. She used to say romantic things after sex, like, I'll bust your windows, bitch. I gotta go home. This is my girlfriend coming. Fellas, listen, I called my homeboy on Tinder the other day, right? I said, why in the fuck is you on Tinder? He said, I'm looking for a woman. I said, that's not where you're gonna find a good woman in Arizona. I said, you gotta go to the car wash. It's 110 outside. If you see a woman washing her car, she's single, nigga. What you talking about? Especially if you pay for that car wash and vacuum her car. She yours. Oh, she yours. I promise you. This is true shit. I live in real life. This next joke is called The Retarded Horse. There was a young man, right? He was interested and wanted to learn how to ride a horse. So he went to an older gentleman. He said, teach me how to ride the horse. The older gentleman said, now this is a special horse. To get the horse to go, you gotta say, thank God. And to get the horse to stop, you gotta say, Indiana. The young man said, I can remember that. He got on the horse. When he got on the horse took off. The horse going fast as hell. The horse was approaching the edge of a cliff before he remembered what to say. At the last moment, he remembered what to say. He said, Indiana. The horse stopped at the edge of a cliff. He wiped the sweat off his head and said, thank God. He gonna be okay. It's just joking. Fellas, you remember the first time you ran into your girl dildo? I know you got one. I'll never forget. I'm trying to hide some weed, right? Instead of my little marijuana. I run into a sack of dildos. I said, so this what you doing during quarantine? I wait for her to come home, right? I grabbed one of the dildos, so when she came through the door, I stuck it against the wall. I said, talk to me about this. She looked me dead in my eyes and said, I didn't even know what they're doing. We're going to church on Sunday. We're going to church on Sunday. As I said, I'm about to be 40, man. I'm stressing. My baby mama, she said, what do you want for your birthday this year? I said, I want some pussy with some hair on. I'm dead motherfucking serious. Ladies, have you ever dated a man who was good to you, but you were selfish? And then you say some shit to him like, well, he treats me nice, and his dick is big. I know what that do to a man, because I ain't out here dragging on the floor. I'm not, dog. Black men are all not packing. But it's not true. I watch porn. Somebody get a big dick. And it's hard to get through that porno set knowing a white man is bigger than you. But y'all do it. So goddamn we eat. You like that one, right? I'm an ordained minister.
You ready?
So if you ever meet
He's a friend of mine. I gotta do this too.
And then do the comedy at the eulogy, I'm that nigga. I'm him. And listen, comedy is very different nowadays because you have to have followers, and then you have the promoters who tell you don't have enough followers. They don't give a fuck if you're funny. How many followers do you have? You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody come out to see me tonight. Jason Blair, follow me on all
Jason Blair, you guys. Keep it going for him. Jason Blair. Youngest looking 40-year-old I've ever seen in my life. Next comic looks like a nice man. Let's get the energy up for Noah Constrictor.
Very good.
So everybody, I got some great news to share. Since I last performed here, the Noah Constrictor has lost over 10 pounds. I'm on a lean protein diet. I'm down to 2 mice a day. Now, all right, copy that. I'll save the snake jokes for Florida. So, I'm sure you're well aware there's a lot of really famous Jewish stand-up comics, and I'm not on that level yet, but I'm working on it. One thing holding me back is I'm only a quarter Jew plus interest. So, I'm working my way up. But one thing I am happy with, the doctor gave me a pretty nice circumcision, so I guess it's true what they say, that Jews are a cut above the rest. I'm sure if you guys go online, you've probably seen stories on the internet the last couple of months. UFOs are everywhere. And I work for UPS. They've also been talking about UPS workers making $170K a year. Now, ladies, before you start putting on your lipstick every time you see a UPS driver, slow your roll. That's not exactly true. Don't believe the hype. I only make a measly $98,000. And that's because UPS doesn't want me out in the general public. They tuck me away inside the building where I can't hurt the brand. But now, I read a couple of these articles. It kind of made me worried, get a little hate. They said tech workers and pharmacies are upset about our income compared to theirs. Now, the little nerdy tech workers, I'm not worried about them, but I really don't want to piss off my pharmacist. I'm afraid I'll go into CVS to get my prescription, and they'll look at my insurance card, see where I work, and I roll out with my pills, and instead they give me estrogen. Maybe a couple of weeks later, I'm like, hey, why do I have boobs? But then, the more I think about it, maybe after a few days, I'll be like, you know what? This isn't so bad after all. And I might roll into CVS with the empty bottle, and say, imagine their surprise when I ask for a 90-day prescription. And I think I got a pretty sturdy back. I could probably hold up a C cup. But I'm not worried about that vitriol because you guys ever heard of a Jewish wet dream? It's when everybody hates us for making too much money. But now, one news story you guys might have heard of is famous comedian Dane Cook. He's 51, that's my age exactly, and he just got married to a 24-year-old. His wife is just a few years older than my daughter. To me, that is not cool. I mean, think about it. When Dane Cook was 30 years old, his wife was singing and dancing in her underwear to Dora the Explorer. That is not a mature relationship. Now, I read they met when she was 18, maybe even younger. And guys, I gotta tell you,
a cat came up to me after the show.
at my age, going to high school events, you go there to cheer on your kids, not start scouting for trophy wives. But think about it. Imagine if you're walking your daughter to kindergarten, you meet the teacher, and then later your daughter looks up to you and says, "Mommy, I'm going to marry that man someday."
Definitely don't have that.
I would not want that.
Cool. What do you?
So, I mean, everything creepy like that. Let's say I go back to my high school reunion,
There's no telephone
and then
number on
I
there.
find one of my friends. I go up talking to her. Oh, hi, how are you? Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, that's great. Hey, I noticed your daughter isn't wearing a wedding ring. What's her story? So, yeah, I don't think that'd go over too well. So, hey, I got a Noah original joke for you. How did Noah's wife help build the ark? She was the first one to bring Noah wood. So I will say one thing that I feel bad about for the women my age. There definitely is a double standard. But I'll give you some tips. Women, if you're my age, start looking up. Find a guy in his 60s if you're lucky. And but you know what? If you want help getting a younger guy, I can give you some tips because I work at UPS, so I work with them. Number 1, you want weed. Number 2, pizza. Number 3, a PS5. And you can tell them, hey guys, you don't have to worry about rubbers because our eggs are all crusted over anyways. So, all right, well, thank you guys very much. You have a good night.
Keep it going for Noah, you guys. Keep it going for Noah. Looks like a spokesperson for UPS. He's trying to get you all off the postal service. That's what he's trying to do. We still having a good time? All right. I like your style, bro. A whole bucket to yourself. Sick, dog. Next comic coming up. Just Ben right now. Seems like a nice man. Let's get the energy up for Paul Michael.
When pirates were around, motorboats weren't invented. Yeah. Makes you wonder what they would do when Wench would come by with a nice pair of kids. Would they just sailboat them? Hey guys, how you doing? I am Paul Michael. I know I look like somebody who may do your taxes, but back in the day, I was a gangster. Yeah, me and my boys, the toughest Dungeons & Dragons raid party in the entire middle school. Nobody fucked with us. Not mages, not gray elves, and definitely not human women. I'm having a little bit of a hard time being up there because I had a 10-year relationship with crippling anxiety. Her name was Amber. Yeah, and but I'm dating now, which is cool, and I've been dating a lot of younger women, which is pretty awesome. Until yesterday, my date looks at me and she goes, "Paul, I think you might be having a midlife crisis." It was either that or she said that she was going to join midlife ISIS. Like, I couldn't hear, and it wasn't because my hearing's going because I'm getting old. It was because the top was down in the convertible and I had Def Leppard up to 10. Yeah, I don't know what's scarier, like going through a midlife crisis or dating somebody that's a burqa-wearing home birther that sports an AK-47. Like, you know, that's a little scary. Let's see. So, I am recently divorced, and I got the house. I also got the pool. So I'm single with a pool. That's fucking awesome. Except, you know when you like meet somebody and you have that attraction, you lust after them and you want them and you think about them all the time, and then you finally date them and realize how high maintenance they are? That's what owning a pool is like. My pool is a fucking taker. It is. Do you know the time, money, and energy I put into my pool just to get my dick wet a couple times a week? Like, the pool tang ain't cheap. But in my past relationships, I have learned a couple things. So if you're in a new relationship, listen up. You gotta talk. You gotta communicate about the important things. You gotta talk about your financial habits, your love languages, which celebrities you're allowed to fuck. It's called a hall pass, right? And it's the most important agreement in a marriage. I mean, next to prenup, of course.
Getting better too, man.
But I am going to do this if I get married again because, I mean, the odds are pretty high I'll be in Circle K someday and I'll look over my back and there's Natalie Portman. I mean, she's a celebrity crush of mine. I think she's hot. I'm a Star Wars fan. And it's not like I'm going to fuck Carrie Fisher. That boyhood dream is dead. Let's see. So I got this buddy named Tim. He's a trivia nerd. He's always busting out fun facts. It's fucking annoying. He's like, "Fun fact, Paul. Did you know that Google used to be called back rub?" Which honestly, wouldn't it be cool if it still was? Like somebody's like, "Oh, I wonder how many Academy Awards that guy that was in Rockies won." I don't know, bro. Just like give Sylvester Stallone a back rub. Be cool. But then Tim is like, you know, fun fact, or actually, so facts are not usually fun. Like, we live in a sad, dark world. So I decided to counter every one of his fun facts with a sad fact. Just to fuck with him. And he's like, "Fun fact, Paul, did you know that polar bears actually have black skin?" And I'm like, "Sad fact, Tim, did you know that because of an inequitable justice system, polar bears are 65% more likely to be incarcerated?" And then he doesn't like this, so he's like, you know, "Fun fact, Paul, did you know that 3.5% of Germans have a third nipple?" Which, this is actually true, like, give a German with 3 nipples a back rub. Alright? And I'm like, "Sad fact, Tim. Did you know my mother has no nipples?" She's a breast cancer survivor. Yeah, but lucky for her, me and my dad are part German, so between the two of us, we got a central owner. Thank you, everybody. I'm Paul Michael. That's my time. Check me out all social platforms. PaulMichaelComedy.com. Thanks a lot.
Paul Michael, everybody. Paul Michael. He's a branch manager for Hot Topic. Give it over to Paul Michael. Okay, next guy coming to the stage has great energy. Let's get her up for Demetrius Gomez.
Sorry, I'm a little hoarse today. I've been sucking dick all weekend. I'm playing. She can't remember how she can. It's fall, which means it's cuffing season. For the old whites in the room, that means love is in the air, whatever gay shit you guys used to say. Is anyone, you guys look like you might be a couple here. Anybody in love in the front? You know? No love in the building? You're in love, okay. How long did it take you to realize? Was it like a day, a week, a month, a year? Not too long? Me either. I know I love my girl on the first date because I was stalking her for 6 months ahead of that, so I was prepared. no. But I didn't realize I loved her right away. She said it's because we're destined to be together. She's into like star signs and astrology, all that bullshit, you know. I'm more realistic. I think we just share common principles. Like we both hate olives, we both hate glittering, we both thought it was super important to fuck on the first date, all the things that really matter. I do think it's super important to fuck on the first date, or at least early in the relationship. Because, you know, imagine you date somebody for 6 months or like a year or whatever, and then you get, you know, you finally get to that, you get to have sex, and then you find out his dick is small, or she doesn't get head. Now you gotta cheat on somebody you fell in love with. It starts a vicious cycle. I don't like that. Rough transition here, but since I am talking about fucking early on, I found out my high school football coach was fucking students, which sucks because I liked him. Not as much as everybody else since they were fucking him, but I thought he was really cool. And he was like this big, jacked, you know what I'm saying, linebacker coach. He was really intense. He was like, hey man, his name was Scott. That's not important, but I think that like that is a very strong name. He was like, hey man, you gotta stay in school. You gotta focus on the books. Stay away from the girls and the drugs, this and that. And I was like, God, dude, in my head, I'm like, this is a good dude. He wants me to do well, you know what I mean? And then I realized after I heard the news, I was like, he was just narrowing the fucking competition for himself. It's a small town. There's only so many 15-year-olds here. That's not funny, really, but like pedophilia is not a joke, but I was like, fuck, you know, whatever. Since I made the theme of the night stalking and sex crimes, I will tell you guys about something I watched recently. It was not porn. I'm not one of those guys. I recently watched that Netflix show, Dahmer, that everybody was talking about. It's like a year old or whatever. Well, I didn't watch the whole show. I watched the first 2 episodes because I was like, this is fucked up, dude. I cannot be watching this shit all the time. But when I watched it, I got back to my homies because they were real big on it when it would come out, and they were all saying, "Oh my God, that would have never happened to me." I hang out with a bunch of white dudes, just so you guys know. They were like, "Oh, that shit would have never happened to me. I'd have fucked him up. I carry my gun. Like I'm faster. I would have outran him. This and that." And I was like, "Okay." One of my homies was like, "I take 10 perks a day. You can't drug me. What the fuck? I'd have had fun." And when they said that shit, I was like, all right, that's cool. I do believe that you're faster than him. I believe that you're stronger than him. I believe that you're a drug addict. These things all make sense to me. I see the habits, you know. But then I thought to myself, I didn't know how many fucking gay niggas I'm hanging out with. Because that's what he did. He went out to gay bars and like found gay dudes, you know, and took them back to his apartment and did whatever Jeffrey Dahmer did, you know. It's not funny, but whatever. And I thought like, that dude could have been my next door neighbor, you know what I'm saying? Come over on a Sunday, have one too many beers, got a little loose with the lip, and be like, hey, Demetrius, you know what I do? Every so often, I go out to a gay bar, and I get a gay dude drunk, and I take him back to my apartment, and I kill him. And I would have been like, that's fucking crazy, Jeff. And I would have slept fine that night. Because I'm not the target audience. I'm as safe as anyone. I'm his next door neighbor, and I'm not gay. There's no serial killer in history that's ever went around hunting 6 foot tall, 230 pound black dudes. It just hasn't happened. The only people that do that is the police department. Everyone else is like, we'll just leave them alone. They seem pretty dangerous. I also watched the recap. I'm not a big Netflix guy, so I'm recently getting caught up on a bunch of shit that everyone else watched. I got caught up on the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp whole situation. Woo! All the ladies are excited now. They heard one thing they're interested in. I got you guys. But I had no interest when it was happening, but after watching that little recap, I was like, oh, this is fucking wild, dude. Because they accused him of hitting her, which is, again, not cool. You know, I'm not rocking with hitting ladies, just so everyone knows. But then the follow-up to that, his rebuttal, was like, she shit in my bed. And I was like, there's ever been a time in history when it's justified to hit a woman? It's when she shit in your fucking bed, dog. Like, what the fuck? I sleep there. You know what I'm saying? And then I found out, oh, he supposedly hit her on a plane, which I was like, I don't know why hitting her on the plane is more dangerous than just fucking hitting her in general. But I thought about it, and I thought, like, if I'm Johnny Depp, right, what do I do? What do I do if someone shits in my bed? And I thought, have you guys ever seen 300? You know that movie that he kicks the guy, this is Sparta, Leonidas, whatever. If a bitch ever shit in my bed, I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. I turn into Leonidas real quick and kick her off the plane, fuck on the plane. I'm like, this is Stick number, bitch. Bob. Thank y'all so much. That's been my time.
Keep it going for Demetrius Gomez, you guys. Keep it going for him. We're going to keep the show moving right along. Next time coming to the stage. Are you recording, sir? No? Okay. You just have your flashlight on? Right on, sick. Yeah. That's that boomer tech right there. Oh, my flashlight's on? Oh, shit. Okay. Next time coming to the stage. Cool guy. Let's get the energy up for Jimmy Talbert.
How we all doing tonight? Turn up a little here. Let me fix that. All right. Hey, so has anyone else, maybe it's just me, has anyone else ever tried to take a picture or look at their own butthole in the mirror just to see what it looks like? We got a taker down here. Yeah. For me, it's really difficult. Like, I was trying to get the angle right, you know? I'm just not that flexible. Tried to do the between the legs. With just a mirror, it wasn't happening. I ended up, and yeah, I'm not proud of saying this, but I ended up sitting on the bathroom floor with a handheld mirror, and, you know, what I saw was kind of gross. But you're probably wondering how I found myself sitting on the bathroom floor with a mirror between my legs, looking at my own asshole. Valid question. So, I don't know about you, any of the other guys here, but, you know, I've kind of gotten to where I prefer to do it from behind. And not only is it just easier, so it's mostly laziness, but I also feel like, you know, with age comes wisdom, and doing it from behind is a sign of maturity. So that's where I'm at now, and that's what I'm telling myself. And so this is a while back. I'm with a girl, and you know, going from behind, and I look down and see kind of what I always see, you know, little butthole, little brown eye looking at me. And so I guys got a loud laugh. Damn. And so I started thinking about it, and I thought, you know, like, I think I know this butt better than she does. For sure, I've seen it more. I probably see, you know, in the few months that I've been seeing this chick, I've probably seen this asshole more times than she ever will in her entire life. Like, you think about it, if she was killed in a tragic fire, hypothetically, of course, or maybe burned by acid, don't say oh, this is hypothetical, it didn't really happen, or, you know, burned by acid, whatever, to where unrecognizable, there was only an asshole left. Based on a few freckles, maybe a stretch mark, like I can identify that in less than 3 seconds, positively for sure. But then I started thinking about it, and I started kind of getting sad, because I started thinking about how long it's been since I saw my own butt. And it's attached to me. Shouldn't I know it better than anyone else? I mean, I've got a better relationship with this girl's asshole than she does, but I know it very well. Shouldn't I have a better relationship with my own butt? And as I'm thinking about this, I started to get some separation anxiety. And I'm thinking about it. It's almost like, you know, it never felt so alone. I felt like I could finally start relating to some of my friends who have maybe lost a spouse or a sibling, and understand what maybe they're going through. Thought about sending some text like, hey dude, I know I wasn't there for you at the time, because I'm not a sensitive person, but maybe now I get it, and maybe now I can relate to you because of my butt. And all this ran through my mind in 5 to 7 seconds. And during that time, I had gone from what I thought was the hardest man alive to completely flaccid. And it's happened to everyone. Your head's not in the game. It's gonna happen. And so I did what probably others have tried. Maybe I'm the only one, I don't know. But I tried to just pretend it was hard and just, keep going. Reality is a soft penis does not go into a vagina. And it's a physical reality. It's nothing really to be ashamed of. Maybe it is. But as men, we get disappointed about it. We get sad about it. And disappointed is probably a better word than sad. I don't know if I've ever been sad about that. But I feel like it's very similar to a pitcher who's not doing so well, and the coach and the catcher coming up to the mound to pull you from the game. And in this case, she's obviously the pitcher. She's obviously the coach. I'm the pitcher. And the vagina is the catcher. And for that matter, the look of complete disgust from her, that's the crowd cheering as I walk off the mound. So, I feel like I did what any man would do, and rather than just laying there and pretending like I was asleep like I normally would, I got up and decided to get acquainted with my butthole. So, that's all the butt jokes I have for today. So, thank you.
Jimmy Talbert, you guys. He's got that call center energy, you know what I'm saying? He manages a whole team and shit. All right, next guy coming to the stage has good energy. Let's give it up for Manny Gonzalez.
I did, because you know what? This is me. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Yeah, right? Cheer! Yeah! My name is Manny, right? People like to call me Flannel Daddy. You guys can call me Daddy for short. Yes. You guys get to choose. The thing is, speaking about daddies, I actually grew up without one. Oh, yeah, okay. The thing is, I forget all the time, but my friends like to remind me. Every Father's Day, they like to make me a card. The Father's Day card, if you guys don't know. Part of that is they would tell me, they would text me, like, hey, we can't hang out today. We have plans.
Zay told me he hit you.
It's fucked up.
Some dude that had
I don't want to drink that day.
Said, I don't know if you are cool with that or
but again,
back up.
I never really thought I'll be doing this, right? I thought I'll be doing something a little bit.
But I told him, I was like, it's going to be tight. We're already behind. I don't know if Rob's going to cool with
that.
Who was it that said it?
Zay.
Oh, yeah, I can't do it tonight.
Okay, good.
So part of that, who's ready for Halloween? Who's ready for Halloween? Who's ready just like a fucking whore, dude? Who's ready? Dude, I am. The thing with Halloween, it's, people tend to do different things. People watch scary movies. People want to do like cute little spooky baskets. I used to not pull out. Just, in case, for the next day I'm a little scary, you never know. But, when it comes to this time, usually they make pumpkin spice everything, right? They make pumpkin spice coffee, cookies, Plan B. Yeah, something to kind of take the next day. No, something that you will take the next day, right? Yeah, it's pumpkin spice. But usually when a girl tells me she wants to spice up the bedroom, I like to, sprinkle a little bit of pumpkin spice on my dick, just in case. Yeah. Instead of cream pies, they're pumpkin pies. So as you can tell, I went to a Catholic school, a private Catholic school. Yeah, cheer for that. Privilege, right? Privilege. I was poor. But the thing is, when going to private school, you kind of have a lot of opportunities, right? Like I had the opportunity to also be father. Yes. But the thing is, like, when I got on my knees, it was to pray. But when the parents got on their knees, their son started for the football team, guys. So you know, prayer works, guys. Prayer works. Prayer works. I actually ran into like an old classmate of mine. It was kind of cool. It was at a bar. He was at the stall next to me, and he was on his knees, guys. So even at the bar, he has time for him, right? Even at the bar. Good guy. I don't know if you guys know this. Tinder, they're coming up with a new Tinder Select, which is $500 a month. Yeah, look it up. It's crazy. So for $500 a month, you guys can be left on red. How do you guys feel about that? I like it. Actually, I think a whore is cheaper. Less than, probably half. 100 if you don't have standards. But, in case you guys are, looking to get into dating apps, I do got some advice for you guys. So this is what you gotta do. So when you guys text her, make sure to text her on Father's Day, let her know that you're proud of her. Don't bring her in, right? She'll never receive that text, so it'll be more special when I get it from you, And then, make sure you get pumpkin spice. Make sure you get pumpkin spice so you guys sprinkle that on your dick when it's time to go down. Also, I heard like girls like to be gaslit. That gaslighting, girls love that. Do they? Do they like that? No? Unless they're Jewish. I'm pretty sure they don't like that. They don't. If they are, just leave that in the chamber and use it for another girl, But then I think that's all I got for today. Thank you. And in case you don't have a father, just know, I'm proud of you.
Keep it going for Mandy, you guys. Keep it going for him. It's like he owns a couple franchises of K-Momo. He's the last guy out here selling tall tees. Next guy coming to the stage, he's been on the open mic circuit for a minute. Very funny dude, you're gonna love him. Let's get the energy up for Michael Densmore.
How are we, guys? There we go, that's what I like to hear. I'm gonna get this out of the way really quick. I'm not a real cowboy. I just heard there was a Jason Aldean concert this weekend, and I fucking love tricking white women, guys. Fucking love it. Now, I did grow up in a ranch in northern Arizona. It was a great time. And between that and how I'm dressed right now, it's pretty safe to assume that I was raised by conservative parents. Now, the thing about conservative parents, there's a few bad things, there's a few good things, but it's kind of like having like a pack of rabid dogs with you wherever you go. If my dad sees a gay couple, I gotta be like, it's okay, it's fine. Let him go, stop it. No, but it's fun. They do brainwash you a little bit too, that kind of sucks. Like I remember like 08, 09 when like Obamacare was getting pushed through. My dad came up to me, he's like, if this passes, we're no longer a free country. Oh fuck. And then it passed and I fucking cried. I cried for affordable health care, guys, alright? I did. It was fun. But then 4 years later, my dad lost his job and we had to get on Obamacare and it's like, who the fuck are the socialists now? It's me and you, we're the socialists, alright? They also never really let me play shooting games, like no Halo, no Call of Duty. But a game of hide and seek in my house was fucking wild. One of my friends would always be like, I found 4 AR-15s in your back room. There's fucking 6 back there, that guy was not looking good enough. They also just say the wildest shit at any given moment. I took my mom out to a Starbucks before I moved down here. She's like, I'm gonna get a cup to commemorate this before you move. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. She's like, what does this one do? I was like, oh, that one changes colors with the heat of your cup. All she had to say about that was, does everything have to fucking transition nowadays? Jesus Christ, Mom. We're in a fucking Starbucks in Flagstaff, Arizona. We're in enemy territory, alright? We gotta have each other's backs. You can't be saying shit like that. Fucking crazy shit like that all the time. If you guys also haven't noticed, I do have a little bit of cauliflower here. I got that from wrestling. I wrestled 18 years from kindergarten all the way through college. It was a great experience. There are a few like negative connotations that come with wrestling, like that wrestling's gay. That one's right. Wrestling's gay as fuck, guys. I found out it was gay like when I went to college for wrestling, because like high school I didn't really think it was, because you know like the way they teach you to stop a shot in high school is by sprawling, but the way they teach you to stop a shot in college is by shoving 2 fingers in the guy's ass. It's kind of gay, a little gay. It's like 1 finger's not enough, 2's just right, and 3's actually gay, so don't do that one. It's always weird too, people come up to me like, can you give me any like self-defense like techniques or anything? I'm like, I'm gonna shove 2 fingers in the guy's ass, I don't know. And if he keeps coming, you got a fucking another problem on your hands I don't know how to deal with, alright? Fucking wild. But I grew up in the middle of fucking nowhere, 30 miles from the closest town. The closest town was like 6,000 people. So when I finally did move to like an actual city, like fucking Prescott, Arizona, it felt a little weird. Like I didn't know what people were talking about. Like I heard all these new terms for the first time, like Caucasian. What the fuck does that even mean, Caucasian? First time I heard it, I was like, is that like a term for gay Chinese dudes? No, they're just saying I have a small dick is what they're saying, those motherfuckers. Another one was AI. I didn't know what the fuck AI meant. Like out on the ranch, AI means artificial insemination. Everyone's like, we're getting our papers done by AI, you gotta get in on it. You guys are getting your papers done by cum? It's kind of odd. I don't know how that works. Then I finally pieced it together. I was like, you guys are getting your papers done by African immigrants, huh? Smart. I can't really talk to women either, like growing up in the middle of nowhere. Like the only like woman I had to talk to was my mom, so I kind of suck at it. Like I took a date out for the first time. I had my first date since I moved down here. It was a great time. I kind of fucked it up a little bit though right at the end. I took her out to a steakhouse. I was like, what do you like in your steak? She's like, I really like marbling in my steaks. I was like, so you're a big fat girl, huh? Fuck! Nah, she was stupid enough to go home with me though, so I was like, hell yeah. Then she said some shit while we were fucking that really set me off. She's like, I want you to go deeper. Deeper? Be honest with you, we ran out of deeper a fucking while ago, alright? We ran out deeper as soon as this shit began, okay? Deeper. Or as my dad would say, deeper's a fallacy propagated by the left. Liberal guys got big dicks, I don't fucking know. The only other one that scares me more than deeper is dirty talk me. You want me to dirty talk you? Alright, well, you're just gonna get fucking Joe Biden in here for a few minutes. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'll get behind you, smell your hair. Come on, man. Come on, grab my ass, do something fun. I got hairy legs, come on. I guess that's better than dirty talking like Trump though, could you imagine that? Just balls deep in some poor girl like, you got a great pussy. We're gonna build a wall around that pussy and you're gonna pay for it, bitch. You guys have been great. Have a great rest of your night. Stay safe.
Michael Dinsmore, you guys, let him know. We're going to keep this show moving right along. I got nothing for that. Next guy coming to the stage was on BET. Let's get the energy up for Ivan Carter.
From Mobile, Alabama, and you motherfuckers lied to me. You told me this was dry here, and I'm like, dry where? Every day I've been here, I've been fucking wet. Every day that ends in Y. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, even Saturday. We skipping other days. Also too, so but no, so also also too, out here, you guys, the driving is horrible. I thought that maybe because weed's legal out here, that's why you guys drive horrible. But no, my homegirl said, no, people just drive like they're in the Mario Kart game. They just do whatever. And I'm like, you are right. But I think it's just a hodgepodge of people. People are from Washington, where it snows and rains all day. People are from the Midwest, where they can't drive. And then it's a whole bunch of older people as well, who are high. So with that mix, of course the driving's bad. So I stay 10 feet away because my car bumper is already messed up. I hit an old man in Alabama. He sued me for everything I had, so I couldn't get another car. $10,000 worth of damage. Yeah, that sucks. Woo, child, I am so fucking hot. See, there you go. I'm getting wet again. So where are my weed smokers at in the house? Where are you guys at? There you guys go again with that fucking line. I know it's more people in here. Where? Oh, they was like, hell no. Okay, I know you guys got good jobs. But also too, so with this, like I said, it's the lights for me. I got to put my deodorant on, so I hope I can smell it up there. But yes, but no, also too, so here in Arizona, I can tell you guys have a whole different world and different lingo as well. So you guys love to say gal. And I was like, what the fuck? By me coming from the South, when I heard gal, I was like, ooh, who's gonna get 10 lashes? I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? But then they was like, oh, it's the West Island. You don't have to worry about it. That means girl in any language. I'm like, okay, all right then. But then that's something different as well. Another thing I learned too out here in Arizona since I've been here, whew, you guys are tough people. You guys do not speak to nobody. Like, if they don't know you, they will not be speaking to you. So that's why I'm like, dang, where the manners at? And one lady told me, she's like, I think you just want attention, sir. Granted, I do, but where's your fucking manners? Oh my God. So now when I go to Walmart, I be petty. So I'm like in the middle of the aisle, looking at some macaroni or something. And so I'm on the bottom shelf, because I have to bend over. I'm like, oh, let me see if they have any mac and cheese down here. And then I see somebody in the corner line coming by. I won't even move. I'll just like, let's see if they say excuse me. Let me see. And I'm just like, ooh, macaroni, where you at, baby? And then I look up, and they're still just standing there waiting for me to move. So then I just drop it low, and I'm like, ooh, different flavors? Don't mind if and they're still standing right there by me. I'm like, what the fuck? So my legs give out on me because I don't have knees like Megan. So then I just move out the way, and they're like, I thought he was never gonna move. What the fuck? I thought you guys. So I was like, okay, maybe that's just one thing out here. But when I'm feeling like I don't want to speak to somebody, I abide by those rules. I look at you just like you look at me, and I keep on moving. My people would be so proud of me back home. Oh yeah. But also too, like I said, I love it being out here. The weather is amazing. And another great thing out here that I absolutely love is like where you guys love to leave reviews when you go everywhere. I'm like, hell yeah. Because back home, reviews is nothing. Like, they gonna cuss your ass out and they just gonna leave. And you gonna either give them their money back or they just gonna leave and burn your shit down that night. So out here, I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Put it on Yelp. It'll hurt them 10 times harder. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, business was very nasty. Roaches crawling everywhere. And the lady at the register, she looked like a Karen. And then I'm like, post it. Bam. Bitch. Fuck you guys. And then I go back into like nothing ever happened. I'm like, ooh, what are you guys doing today? She's like, oh, we're closing early. Somebody wrote a bad review. And I'm like, oh my goodness. That is so sad. She's like, yeah, we're just gonna do reflections and have a team meeting and get people trained better. That's always the corporate answer. I'm like, yes. In my mind, I'm like, bitch, yes, I got you. Checkmate. And I'm just walking out all happy with my dessert. I'm like, gotcha. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But yeah, and the jobs are serious out here. Like, I try to get a job. Like back home, you can get a job, baby. They not checking no references. They not checking no people. I always put Lil Pookie down as my dance manager. Like, they not gonna call him. He on the street. So out here, I was like, I'm gonna do the same little trick, baby. I'm gonna put Pookie. I'm gonna put my cousin Ray Ray, and then I'm gonna put my aunt Sheena, because like she do taxes, so she got legit business. And so they can call her. She's like, the tax office. But anyway, so they were like, it was MediaCom too, nothing fancy. The man was like, well, we checked your references, Ivan, and we've called these people, but none sound like a legitimate business. I'm like, you always gotta do the, oh my God. Oh my God! But yeah, so I didn't get the job, and I was like, forget that. But what I want you guys to do for me before I get off this stage is to take out your phones and add me on social media and You So Funny Ivan. I'm way funnier than what you guys think right now. But it won't work for my coworkers, because I already blocked you guys. Sorry. Y'all have a great night.
HR's gonna have a trip tomorrow, dude. It's wild. Fuck HR? Yeah, I know. I agree. Chill out. I agree. You guys ready for your next comic? We having a good time? All right, let's get the energy up for Zach Nelson.
Anyways, whenever I'm going through a tough time in life, I throw on Air Bud. It's one of the greatest sports classics of our time. But the sequel was dog shit. No pun intended, so I rewrote that bad boy. Coming this summer to Keystone Pictures, your favorite four-legged fuck is back, and he's got the whole squad on his back. But with a new rival in town, can Air Bud take his team back to the championship? Starring Air Buddy is Air Bud, with special guest Michael Vick as Michael Convict, with a cameo by DMX. And it's just montages of Air Bud. You know, he's doing little crossover drills with his nose. He's got that jump shot going from deep like Puppy Bryant. Don't sleep on my man. He covered the point guard 24 full minutes, court to court, coast to coast. But then you have DMX and Convict walking around looking for him with a fire. And you see this motherfucking dog? Yeah, you tell him number 7 coming for that ass. Hey, chill out, X. He don't know where he's at. But yeah, I'm waiting for Warner Brothers to get back to me on that. This next one, my mom didn't want me to mention God smoking weed, said it's blasphemous, so I rewrote it. Look who no call, no show. It's my mom. Great. But the whole dichotomy of Adam and Eve, it actually intrigues me now at 31. It makes sense. See, Satan's the ultimate bad boy. Charming, charismatic, and he always has a fresh condom in his wallet. Not none of that 3-year creepy shit y'all losers carry, bro. This tip got replaced at least every week. And I can just see him just slithering over her. Hey, what up, Mom? You looking good? Looking hungry? I just want to see what that mouth do. What'd she do? She didn't even hesitate. She choked that bitch down. Bad boys can get a girl to do anything. Not that I know, I'm not a bad boy, I'm a good boy, I have no felonies. But you know, God was up there, you know. He wasn't smoking weed, he was smoking that Satan pack. And he's just watching, just. Oh, fucking bitch. Gabe. Yeah, she bit the fruit, dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that tree. Yeah, the fucking tree that you wanted to get because it was on sale at Heaven Depot. Yeah. Call me to the fucking office. I'm fucking tired of this fucking job. It's been 7 goddamn days. Calls him in. Adam. Eve. You guys really screwed the pooch on this one. Hands are cuffed. And old Nelly Promiscuous Furtado over here swallowed the key. And now they're both on her ass. Eve, you bit the fruit. We did a whole 12-hour class on this. Pretty much every hour, God was just talking about what not to do to the street. It's just don't eat the fucking fruit, really? And this is where women's beginning of time war on accountability started. And their number one weapon, tears. So it's just, you're just always out like building and like providing and stuff. And you just don't even touch me anymore. And I was just like, I want my fucking rib back, you bitch. And think about it, Earth is a week old, and Eve already pissed off like 3 guys she lives around, only 3. Even Gabe was up there just shaking his head. You can't turn these hoes into a housewife, man. Satan's just out there in his human form, just fucking hands in pocket. Man, it wasn't as challenging as I thought it was gonna be. Ain't that fun? But see, this is where Adam learned. He should have just chased his dreams instead of chasing these skunks. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Thank you for coming out. Stay safe.
Keep it going for Zach Nelson, you guys. Keep it going for him. Yeah. The only holiday he celebrates is January 6th. That's It's like, where were you? All right, we're gonna keep this show moving right along. Next guy coming to the stage has great energy. Let's get the energy up for Q, the comedian.
Y'all can do better than that. What's up, Arizona? Yeah, today's a special day. It's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you. Okay, I mean, y'all could have did better than that. She gave birth to me. But, you know, growing up, my mom was a single mother. And she never let me forget that shit. Like, growing up, she would randomly, for no reason, tell me stuff. She would just look at me out of nowhere and just be like, nigga, you got it good, you know that? You don't gotta pay no bills or nothing. You just come in here, you eat shit, you go to sleep, you don't do nothing. Don't worry, when you wake up, you'll see how hard it is. But as I grew up, I got kids of my own. I can't find out what the fuck was so hard about raising kids in the 90s. It was not hard at all. I mean, you can still lie to kids in the 90s. You can't lie to kids today. My family lied to me about shit for no reason. Like, they told me that inside of you, your blood is blue. And if you get cut, it turns red because of the oxygen. Bullshit. Found that out. They told me that there's some fat white guy, he lives in the North Pole, and he has a group of midgets that are personally making presents for me all year long, unless I'm bad. Bullshit. She told me that if I drank my milk, I would grow up to be big and strong. She got the big part right, but I've been struggling. But I love my mom. My mom told me to be a freaking soldier. She's the reason I'm up here today. This is 2 years in a row I performed on my birthday. Oh, her birthday, I'm sorry. She told me when I came up here that I should tell jokes about her life. And I couldn't understand why I would go up and tell jokes about her. Especially when the first joke she gave me was, I think you should go up there and just tell people that when I was homeless, people used to just walk up and put their dick in me. What? That's not funny. I think she needs help. She should fucking talk to someone about that because that shit's not supposed to happen. And I'm recently home because I lost my house to a fire. And I will tell you something. You do not know who the fuck you live with until you're forced to live in a small room. My kids are fucking terrorists. My daughter, Daisy, she's the prettiest thing you'll ever meet. Long hair, chocolate little baby, and as curly as I don't know what. But she doesn't let anybody sleep. Her mom calls herself getting a nap before she goes to work one day, and I have to go out to work. Now, I'm trying to wake her up so that she can hurry up so we can leave. And my daughter goes up to her, she says, Mommy, Daddy says we have to go. And she says, Daisy goes to the kitchen. Nobody told her to do this shit. Daisy goes to the kitchen and grabs a cup of water. And she walks over to her mom quietly. And she's cheesing. And I said, what are you doing? She said, I can't, Mommy. I said, okay. She walks over to her mom and she dumps the water in her face, but she just dumps a little bit. Her mom gets up and she's like, what the fuck are you doing? Daisy rested a cup in her face. Shit's scary. My son, he's even worse than that. I think he's a genius. Since 2 years old, he's been saying shit that 2-year-olds shouldn't think about. Like, I was late for the bus and I'm like, come on, we gotta run. And he stops me and says, Dad, this is a sidewalk. When I first moved to Arizona, it's so fucking hot. We didn't know where the hell we were when we got here. But when we got here, my son, I think he was in school for about 2 weeks. And he came up to me and he says, Dad, I said, what? He said, I want to move back to America. I said, well, where the fuck do you think we live? He said, this ain't Mexico? I said, no, it's just your teachers all happen to be Mexican. I think that's just the area we live in. He said, but Dad, nothing here is real. Not the coconut trees or nothing. There's no milk. I don't know what the fuck's going on or who told him that coconut trees produce milk, but I love my son. Hey, yo, that's been my time. Thank you all for letting me share.
Keep it going for Q the comedian, you guys. Keep it going for him. Looks like Brutus with a chain on. Keep it going for Q the comedian. We're just going to keep this show moving right along. This next guy I've known for a little while. Very funny guy. You're going to love him. Let's get the energy up for Dawson Thomas.
Thank y'all for hanging out. What's up? Woo! Man, I apologize for the front row if I smell a little bad. I do know. Look, I take the bus, and so I'm ready for this fall to really happen. Have you ever, like, smelt yourself and immediately want to Taco Bell? Dude, I'm talking. Woo! I can go for a quesarito right now. I love it. Now, I take the bus a lot, and it sucks. But I'm always the type of person, I've realized this, that I always like to see the good in people. At least in the first part of it. Even on the bus, man, I just saw a guy licking a window. He was just going for it. I didn't judge. I didn't know what he was on or what he was doing. All I know is he was making it 3 shades cleaner. And if I started a window cleaning business, I want him on my team. Look, I don't even have to pay him as much. You know why? Because he only uses his tongue. It's perfect. It's a magic made in heaven.
Good, man. What are you worried about?
I love it.
You was trying out new shit. We're good.
But also recently, heard about the phrase of history repeating itself, and it got me kind of scared. So I've been just looking around for people with teeny tiny mustaches with hard opinions. Look, if World War II Part 2, it's not on my watch, it's not gonna happen. It's not. I grew up with a family of alcoholics. Anybody else? It's a party! It is. It's wild growing up with alcoholics. A bunch of people come out with trauma, might want to do stand-up. But the thing is, though, is people typically don't have anything good to say when they come out of a family full of alcoholics. They're always like, oh man, my dad was like this, my mom was like, Mia, dude, drunk groundings were the best.
Well, this is being live.
Dude, drunk groundings, I would be over at my friend's house and my mom would send me a wild text. And my friends would be like, dude, your mom's a psychopath. I'm like, nah, dude, wait, she's just drunk. No, she'll send me things like, you're done. You're done. No car, no job. I'm like, job? And no family. My friends are like, what is going on? And I'm like, no, come over to the house. And the next morning we'll go over there. She's got pancakes made and everything. She just totally forgot about it. It's great. Reap all the benefit. Oh, dude. I had an idea here recently. I want to, people think that, why does breaking and entering have to be so harsh? Why does it always have to be a crime thing? I want to start a cleaning business where you just break in, clean all their stuff, and then make everything new. I just want to break in and just do that and just clean it. That would be great. Just start that business, but get the guy to clean the windows. Just him with his tongue. It'd be great. We'll bring him back. Good remix. But I'm gonna end you off with this. I recently bought a t-shirt cannon because I did because I wanted to start my bucket list early, okay? I don't know why you have to wait till you're 60. I wanted to start it now, so I bought a t-shirt cannon. No, it's fun. I've been out here in parks this whole time baptizing people with 100% cotton, son. Dude, it's sick. No, it's awesome. Actually, no, my dad recently passed too, and I don't need that. No, okay? Because it's great. Because, well, first off, I'm confused because we got him cremated, so I don't know what half I got because I split with my stepmom. Dude, I'm OCD. I want to know if I got top half, bottom half, what I did. Okay? Top half, I want to know. But, from now on though, about every death anniversary though, because he was wild. He was wild. Like his type of humor was, I'd bring my friends over, and he'd be like, "Hey Dawson, come on in, a full moon's out," and I would just walk in the kitchen, he would moon us. That was his type of humor. So every death anniversary, I just go and I wear my pants at half mast in his honor. Yeah. They're like, "Dawson, is that a white kid with his pants sagging? Is that cultural appropriation?" I'm like, "Nah, it's a tribute to my father. It's his day." Thank y'all so much. My name's Dawson Thomas.
Keep it going for Dawson Thomas, you guys. This next comic coming to the stage, sharp dresser, great energy. Let's give him up for Michael King.
Thank you, Peter. All right, how's it going, everybody? We having a good night? Getting a little late, yeah? All right. So I was thinking about this before I came on. I haven't even really workshopped this a bit, but I wanted to talk about this. Has anyone else here gotten like irrationally fucking pissed at a Walmart greeter? I feel like it's like, you walk into Walmart and they don't say hi to you. And you're like, dude, you got one fucking job. What is it that you think you do here? I don't know. Crazy. So yeah, it's been a while since I've come up to the open mic, maybe a month or so. I've done this with Stand Up Live. It's really nice here. I don't know, there's been a lot of changes in my life personally. Started in the gym, taking care of my body, eating right. And, it's funny because I think that presenting yourself is so important. So I have some advice for all the men in the audience. Out of all the guys here who have facial hair, raise your hand if you shave your neck. Right? Cool. All right. Got a couple of people. You gotta shave your neck because necks are kind of like the taint of the head. So if you are trying to talk to a guy and he doesn't shave his neck, chances are he probably also doesn't shave his taint. Just a little bit of litmus test on that. It's funny. I think with dating, there's a lot of things that you can work on as well. Like for instance, I've definitely been called a narcissist before. And I didn't really realize I was a narcissist until I started going to grocery stores to look at myself in the little camera at the self-checkout. Just flex a little bit. Yeah, my first girlfriend was a horse girl. Has anyone ever dated a horse girl? Does anyone know what a horse girl is? No? Okay. All right. No. Arizona's kind of a place with a lot of horse girls and a lot of wannabe horse girls, right? So I'll set it straight. There's a difference between a horse girl and a horse hyphen girl. Okay? So we'll start with a horse girl. A horse girl has a poster of Luke Bryan in her bedroom, alright? Yeah. Horse hyphen girl has a bale of hay in her stall. Yeah, it's basically a centaur. Basically, yeah. So let's see. Recently, there's been a lot of traveling this last summer. I went to Peru. Has anyone ever been to Peru? No? Okay. Well, while I was in Peru, it was really crazy. Within a 5-hour period, I saw a human skull and I ate a guinea pig. It's an interesting custom in Peru. A lot of people go to Peru just to eat guinea pigs, interestingly enough. But, it was kind of a weird dining experience. The cashier at the PetSmart gave me kind of a cockeye on my way out. Yeah. Does anyone know a person who slept in a car bed as a kid? Like they had like a race car bed? No one? Damn. Alright, well I slept in a car bed, so I guess you've met me. I think the funny thing about sleeping in a car bed is like it almost begs a propensity to sleep in a bed, sleep in a car as an adult. Like I feel like people who sleep in car beds as kids sleep in cars as adults. They're not doing well. That's what I'm getting at. People who sleep in car beds, they're not really, running shit. Yeah. Man, look at the tits on tonight. Wow. Scottsdale, baby, right? The city of lights. The city that never sleeps. The city of brotherly love. I love this place. I'm a native. I'm from Scottsdale. Yeah, we actually have a really unfortunate nickname in Scottsdale. They call us Snobsdalians. Yeah, has anyone ever heard that? Snobsdale? Who here's from Scottsdale? Raise your hands, make some fucking noise, I don't know. Wow, you guys. Jesus Christ. It's like fucking doing CPR on you guys tonight. Oh my God. Holy shit. Has anyone ever seen The Land Before Time? Okay, yeah? Yeah. You guys remember the dinosaur parents that were racist in The Land Before Time? I didn't even really remember that until I watched it again. It's like, the Triceratops dad is like, hey, don't let your son talk to my daughter, Longneck. He's like, hey, who are you calling Longneck, Freehorn? Definitely an interesting period piece. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Go to sleep. Christ. See you around.
Keep it going for Michael King. Keep it going for him. Looks like a district manager for Chiba Hut. Like he will get your pinner on you on time. You guys, you made it to our last comic. Aren't you guys stoked? Last comic, you guys made it. Without you guys, this wouldn't be a show. So give it up for yourselves for being here till the end. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. And you're in for a treat. This last dude is very funny. He was just at Just for Laughs Comedy Festival. He's actually headed to another comedy festival later this month. Let's get the energy for our last guy, Aldo Campagna.
Hi, what's going on, Tempe? Yeah. I'm the last one, dude. That means if you're here, the person you came to watch didn't eat shit. Dude, that was the saddest part. Just watching people filming the people they love and slowly putting their phone down. And just fucking leaving. And now I'm here and the room's empty and Peter promised you guys a special treat. Dude, you guys stood here for 2 hours and as your reward, I introduced to you some fucking teenager. My name's Aldo, I'm 19. Most comedians are talking about their jobs and their kids, and my mom's outside in the car, so she's fucking mad. I thought this was gonna end like an hour ago. Most of you probably are, she's packing up her bag right now. She's getting ready to leave. Yeah, I'm in a 4-year relationship. Thank you. That's just half my life right there, guys. I've had a girlfriend longer than I've had a car. And like statistically, I'll write both in 2 years, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I feel like I have a hard time believing in relationships, because when I was 10 years old, I found out my dad cheated on my mom. But it sucks because I found out while I was playing games on her phone. Like, like he sent me this text confessing to everything he did. I was playing Where's My Water. Turned into fucking Where's My Father, dude. Like, I was Candy Crushed. He'd been sneaking around and seeing another man. He was gay the whole time. A fruit ninja. I was a smart young man, though. I started saving my parents' marriage. I was sexting my dad. I sent him a picture of my ass. I was like, don't you miss this? it kind of backfired. Like, he was like, yeah, I do. I was like, fuck, he is gay. Damn, that was my ass. My balls were in the frame and everything. I don't know. The saddest part is I was gonna wait to tell that joke till both my parents died, but we're Mexican. They're like 25. So. Yeah. I was also gonna wait, because if I'm being honest, that joke's partially true. Like, what actually happened is my mom had thought my dad was cheating, and it turns out he was innocent. And this part isn't very funny, but I just called my dad a fruit ninja, so you gotta like meet me in the middle. I can't. He's a good dad. I was leaving the house, he was like, I love you, son. And I was like, thanks, Dad. I'm gonna go tell strangers you cheat and bang dudes. My dad's not gay. The only guy trying to fuck my dad is Joe Arpaio. I lost some of you really hard there, actually. Not that my parents came here illegally or anything. They overstayed their visas because all you have to do is break a pinky promise. They didn't tell you that. That's all. They were just at customs 20 years ago. Like, oh yeah, we'll be back. Yeah, of course, of course. My wife is 9 months pregnant. No reason. Yeah. I'm an anchor baby, dude. My parents are citizens now. And even then, if my parents weren't citizens, what were you gonna call immigration? What a fucking dumbass idea. Dude, I know the whereabouts of some illegal immigrants. Like, let me guess, they're in West Phoenix? Thanks for the tip, retard. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I never even understood, like some people think I shouldn't have citizenship because of the way that I got it. They believe it's unfair. And I understand where you're coming from. But you know what else isn't fair? I've been to Mexico 3 fucking times. I'm scared of Mexico too, bro. Fuck the southern border. I don't know what's going on over there, dude. I see cartel videos. My grandparents are in the background. Hell no, dude. I'm not. They got fries right by the heading. You crazy? Yeah, dude. I don't understand why you wanted to deport my dad. He's such a good guy. He's just here to pay taxes and fix your AC for a cool price.
So I'll keep you in the loop.
Thank you. My dad's a really good technician, but I feel like he doesn't really get that credit because his English is so bad. He just, he'll be in your backyard deconstructing your machine for an hour, and all he can say is like, he's broken. I don't know. But he does get it. My dad is really good with ACs, because then he'll switch to Spanish and he'll explain it to me. And he really gets it. He'll really explain it. He'll be like, all right, the capacitator's broken. You can tell because it's bloated. That means it exploded from the inside. And by the end of it, I feel like a dumbass. I'm like, oh, so he's broken. Okay, yeah. Dude, I used to go to work with my dad, just watch him argue with Indians all day. That's all he did. My dad doesn't get along with Indians. There's a reason. Don't get weird on me. You guys act like I'm gonna just start shitting on Indian people for no reason. No, in India, there's a culture of haggling. That's how you every time you're making an exchange, you want to get the best price possible. But my dad already charges very cheap. He can't afford to go down. So he's defending himself one syllable at a time. Basically, he'll be like, 200. And then the Indian guy will be like, well, I'm 50. That's so racist, by the way. That's such a fucked up accent. I just can't do the accents. Shout out to my Indian homie. His name is Pranav. He lives in Bangladesh. We play Minecraft. Well, I'm 50. And then my dad will be like, no. And then the Indian guy will be like, okay, well, I'm 50. 4 watermelons. My dad's like, no. He's like, okay. Well, I'm 50. 4 watermelons. And my daughter. I'm just standing there like, yeah, Dad, we should hear this guy out. Like, he might have a deal for us. I mean, shit. Can we look at a picture? That looks like 6 melons for the price of 4, if you get what I'm saying. You didn't get it, sir. Her titties are fat. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now. Yeah, my parents, they're immigrants, very, very conservative. It was interesting because my sister came out as gay when she was 16. And my parents weren't cool with that at all. I supported her. And it was good. It brought me and my sister closer together. That was good. It made me the favorite child instantly. That was awesome. That was the best part. I couldn't do anything wrong, bro. Like, my parents got me smoking weed in high school, and they were just like, at least you're not a queer like your sister. That was them, not me. Fucking relax. I supported my sister. I supported my sister and her choice, dude. I would help her. I used to help her sneak her girlfriends out of the house. You know, because we couldn't just say they were her friends. They were like manly-ass lesbians, dude. My sister fucked studs. Do you guys know what a 100-footer is? Anyone? So you can tell someone's gay from 100 feet away. This bitch was like 10 miles. Like, I could have seen her silhouette and told you she eats pussy. Who's that Pokemon? It's Jigglypuff. Like, I would help her though, you know. I'd help her sneak her girlfriends out. She'd have her girlfriends over. My parents would come home early. I'd sneak Danny DeVito into my closet. Then I'd guide him through my homo underground railroad. It was the Underground Railroad, but gay. I called it the Back Alley Express. Get it? Like anal? This guy's not getting anything, bro. Fucking idiot. Got him safely to their Subarus. And you know what, guys? You know what? I may be straight, but I'm a gay icon, bro. Lesbians love me. They'd pump their fists in solidarity if it wasn't in my sister. I've been all thinking about you. Thank you guys for sticking around. You guys have a great night. Thank you.
Keep it going, Bravo. Come on, you guys. Keep it going for it. That is the end of our show. Thank you guys for being here. Slam your beer, take a shot, and drive home, okay? Have a good night. Thank you.
Whew.